Yeah.
Well, Josh, obviously congratulations. It's been said a few times, but less than a year ago at the Sphere, you were at the press conference, you got no questions, and now you're in the octagon facing off with the champion. You have your flag that you fought to carry for so long. So I guess can you sum up this last hour of your life that seems to just be coming at you all at once?
We just, me and my team always know what we can do. So nothing surprised me, you know what I mean? So I know I was always going to be here at the #1 spot. Remember, I bring my name?
Yep.
Now it's #1, Joshua, man.
There you go. We'll talk about Pantoja in a bit, but just talk to me about that fight against Brandon, because a lot of people are saying that's like one of the craziest flyweight fights we've seen.
Man, Royval, man, he's a tricky motherfucker. Just when I thought he ain't got no power and trying to go forward, he got sneaky powers, man. Like, that's what caught me off guard and things like that. He's #1 for a reason, and man, he's tough, man. I love that guys, and shout out to him for giving me a chance, to fight with him.
The broadcast team, said it felt like, just watching it felt like Brandon had power near the end, but you were just all volume and all speed. And they showed the stats where he was throwing less and landing, but you were throwing more and landing at like a higher clip. So I guess what's it like being in there that you land like 7-8 punches on the guy and he's still walking forward?
Like I said, Royval, like I know what I signed up for, when I fought him. But I thought I was gonna get the finish, but he's tough, man. He's tough. So I think I heard him a couple of times. Was it the first round or the second round?
First one you clipped him and the
yes.
You dropped him, yeah.
And I'm trying to follow up, but like I said, he's sneaky with them powers punches, man. Every time I hit him, he always come back with something stronger. So you know what I mean? And my coaches, they don't want me to rush in and things like that. So much respect to him.
And it's not every day we get, the #1 contender to enter the octagon and face off with the reigning champion. So I guess, what did you make of Pantoja's win? And have you and your team already started kind of breaking down holes or openings that they've seen?
No, man. I just watch his fight just to watch. I never study him, because I'm like one fight at a time. You know what I mean? So after this, we go back and then we gonna study him. So you know what I mean? This is the new era of fighting.
And the last 2 fights he's had, it's been heavy grappling, take him down, choke him out. So I guess you're going to be putting on the wrestling shoes, preparing for Pantoja?
My takedown defense is on point too. So he never fought Joshua Van, and so you know what I mean. Soon we gonna find out.
And then just last one for me. This whole week has been built around Ilya, and will the UFC go to Spain? He's kind of become the face of Spain. You have that flag, like I mentioned before, that you fought very hard to bring in. That flag is now going to be in the spotlight against the champion. I'm sure, I'm sure you thought this was always going to come, but I guess, how excited are you to be able to put your country in the biggest spotlight in the biggest combat sport?
It mean everything. It mean everything. Just to be able to represent my country. The new generation seeing me doing this thing. A couple of years ago, they never thought a Myanmar, a Burmese person would never got to this level. And now that they see me doing it, you know what I mean? Like a lot of new generation be hitting me up to go to the gyms and things like that. So it opened a lot of eyes, not just with the kid, but with the parents and things like that too. So I'm very, very happy. Sorry.
How obviously winning the title is something every fighter wants, but to beat a champion who's clearly as good or as great even as Pantoja, would that be extra special, or is it more the belt than the person that you're interested in?
Yeah, man. The legacy that he have in this division, you know what I mean. Just beating him is it's just gonna be greater for my legacy too.
You're obviously the same age as John Jones was when he won the belt. So do you go to the UFC and be like, hey, book me before I turn 24 so I can at least match his records?
So they're going to have to book me before October, so you know what I mean? But the doctor suspend me, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh, over here. Congratulations on the win. It was a quick turnaround for you. I know when you get an opportunity like this, you got to take it. I don't know if you want to reveal this now. Was there any bumps and bruises going into this fight? I know you're not 100%, but you got the win now. So if there's anything you're dealing with, you could probably tell us.
My big toe was fucked up. It was just we can't really throw kicks in the fight camp or anything. You know what I mean? But you know, come fight day, like I was throwing it because, you know, I think adrenaline or something, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that my big toe is fucked up. That was it.
Yeah, and obviously this fight with Pantoja is going to be 5 rounds, but you've had title fights before on the regional scene before you got in. Like, do you feel comfortable, you know, going 5 rounds in the UFC as well? I know it was a couple years back, but or is the focus, you know, when you fight Pantoja, going to be on those extra rounds as well?
That's if it's gonna last. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
5
Yeah,
rounds,
no, I get it.
Like I said, man, I'm Joshua Van. I don't fight like these guys.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a whole different fight.
Yeah, and do you wish this fight was 5 rounds, just the way it sort of ended in that third? Do you think another round you could have put him out?
I mean, 5 rounds, I could have get the finish, right?
Yeah, and just last one for me. One of the things we always talk about after our interviews, you always have a big party. A lot of people come out.
Yes.
How big is this one going to be after this victory? Because this was the fight of the year, I think, for a lot of people.
Man, a lot of my teammates from 4 Ounce Fight Club, man, they was there in the crowd, man. That's what hyping me up. So we about to go back to hotels and, you know, plan something. All right, thank you.